Guys, it is finally here. The SeeStar S30 Smart Telescope. This here was sent to me by ZWO, but I am going to give you my honest opinion. But just to let you know, I am a big fan of the SeeStar. I bought the SeeStar S50 last year when it was first came out. I pre-ordered it and got that in October and have been using it ever since. So the minute I saw that the S30 was out, I wanted to get my hands on it. This thing is so freaking cool. It continues using the SeeStar app. The new one actually has a AI denoising feature, which lets you do everything on the app without the need to do any processing on the outside. It has a really neat compact design. It's has a scenic mode, so this one has 2 cameras on it. Very lightweight. This is a pre-production model, so I don't think this is going to have the case on it, but I did order one. So this was sent to me, but I actually did order one. So actually, let's see. So here it is. Look at all these cool. Oh no, this is, I actually got a case, guys. All the ones I've been seeing do not have a case. I got lucky. Look at this. I got a case. So this is freaking cool. So this is what you're gonna get production. This is actual production model then. So look at this. All these neat little stickers that you get. You get Dangerous, SeeStar, SeeStar S30. This is hella cool. I'm gonna find a really cool place to put this. I don't necessarily think I'm gonna decorate my SeeStar. I like the way it looks. But look at that SeeStar ZWO. But let's go ahead, take a look. This is a hard case. Very nice, has a little handle. So if you want to take this portable, one of the things that I really liked about this one was the portability. SeeStar S50 I have on a big tripod, but I have plans for both of these. I know a lot of people are doing comparisons, C30 versus S50, but honestly, my personal opinion is they each have their own specific needs for me. Just like my telescopes, I own about 18 different telescopes. I have Massitoff Cassegrains, I have an SET, I have refractors, I have reflectors, Dobsonians. Everyone serves a different purpose. I've already seen what the SeeStar S50 can do. It has a nice zoom in, but the SeeStar S30 has a lot more advanced features. They had about a year to design this one here. The S30 actually has a better sensor. The S50 has the AMX 462, which is a really nice planetary camera that I actually own, and that was my first planetary camera. So that's actually what got me hooked on this, because that planetary camera was about $300. The SeeStar S50 was $500. This one has a IMX 662, which I also own. That little camera was almost $300. So to get this whole package for $350, that's a steal. I mean, it's crazy, especially with everything that it does. So let's go ahead and open the case and see what's in here. I'm super excited. I didn't know I was going to get an actual case, so that is a huge surprise. So here on the top, we have the little storage place. We have a manual in here, and then you have the filter. This is a solar filter. So nice thing about this filter compared to the other one, this is actually magnet. So this will actually attach to the SeeStar with the magnet. Let's try to open this. I did almost mess up my other one. This looks a little bit more heavy duty, because the other one, when I was installing it on my SeeStar S50, I almost punched a hole in it. Let me go show you the other filter. So this is the filter for the SeeStar S50, 50 millimeter. This is a 30 millimeter. So you can see the difference. But like I said, this was a clip-on design. You can see where it went. You can see how it's kind of wrinkled because I almost punched it through, but I was able to fix it, so it still works. I've been trying to get another one, so I got to figure out how to do that one. But that's the filters. Again, that's for that guy. That's for this one. Let's see what else comes in here. Here you get the tripod. Try to get the tripod out. Okay, it's like a little hard plastic. Very nice. So I don't know if you guys has noticed, everybody has asked that question, why aren't the legs adjustable? Well, according to SeeStar, that feature is no longer needed. But me personally, I'm still gonna do that. So I'm probably gonna get one of these for mine. This is the one for the SeeStar S50. So I'm actually gonna mount mine on a higher tripod. I'm gonna probably use one of these for mine, but that's totally up to you guys. This is just me. I think it'll help it if you level it rather than just, let it struggle. So I'm gonna get one of these for mine. This one is for the SeeStar S50, so I gotta get one for him. Over here we have the data cable, which I use quite a bit. On my other one, I use little power banks to charge them, and they last all night. These are supposed to have a 4 to 6 hours life, depending on how long you use it. And the weight on this thing is surprisingly heavy duty. I mean, it's very hefty, which looks good. You can see that's kind of cool. It has a little cover there, which we'll take off right now. But for size comparison, let's put it right next to the SeeStar S50. So here they are side by side. Again, this is the SeeStar S50 and this is the SeeStar S30. This video is more of an unboxing video, so I could start using this. I'll go ahead and I'll turn it on. We'll make sure it's updated on the app. Again, my personal opinion, I'm not trying to compare these two. It's like me trying to compare my 70 millimeter telescope to like a 90. They're apples and oranges. They do the same. They do have different features, so when you're trying to compare the image you're going to get out of this one that has a lot more focal length and compare to this one, I think it's kind of unfair because this was meant for more wide field, and that's kind of why I liked it. There's a lot of my favorite targets that I was not able to get with this one until the mosaic mode came out, or framing mode, which I love that mode. It has totally changed the SeeStar S50, and that was all added onto this one too. So let's go ahead, turn that thing on. We'll power it up, and then we'll set it outside. And I'm super excited to start using it. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the little switch here and turn this on. Probably going to hold it long. There it is. Turn it on. So let me power up the app. And the app is actually updated, so it's probably going to connect to this, and then it's going to update. So where is my SeeStar app on my tablet? Here's SeeStar. So again, I have this on my just a simple Android tablet, SeeStar. And you should be able to control the same. I don't want notifications. So we want to connect here to this. It's telling me connect. I want to connect to this. Well, thanks. I don't know why I did that. So it found it. So I'm going to go ahead and connect to it. There's a reset button on the bottom. Oh, here you go.
Connection confirmed.
Connection confirmed. So it's going to activate. Got it. All right. That's cool. It's 2.4 and 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi. So let me go ahead and connect this to my home Wi-Fi. It wants me to connect to the C30. And so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It should connect. And then after you could do station mode and we could change that. Okay. All right. Let's go back to the SeeStar. All right, go back. See, now we got to update the firmware. because the app was updated. So now we're going to update the firmware on the SeeStar. That was quick. 100%. Now it's installing it.
Updating firmware.
It's updating the firmware. I mean, these things hella cool. I'm actually gonna stick that on a larger tripod. I'm probably gonna set it up like my SeeStar S50 and see if it makes a difference. I know there's a lot of people that have been having little problems on the corners and stuff like that, and I think that's because they're not leveling it. That's the same problem I had with my SeeStar S50 when I first got it, and they changed the feature to level it. I was not leveling it. I know you don't have to, but I personally, I'm going to level mine. So let's go ahead, let it update, and then we'll continue on here. So here we are just controlling it with the joystick. Gonna point off into the distance up there into where the mountains are at. I actually have it on fast mode right now. Oh, wow. fits magnetically. So I ended up having really nice clear skies the day after, so I decided to use the SeeStar S30 on the sun with this dual camera. Usually you'll set up the SeeStars and you'll try to find the sun, and then if it doesn't get right on target, you have a hard time kind of looking up there. Believe me, it's a pain in the butt, and if you guys have an S50, you know what I'm talking about. That's why a lot of people were adding red dots and little different finders. That dual camera made a big difference. I was able to locate the target really fast, and I didn't have to do all that calibrating stuff. I just told them I'm on the sun, and I was able to track it. One thing I did notice is as long as you keep the SeeStar S30 in one time, the sun looks really good. The moon too, but in this court, I will give credit to the SeeStar S50. It looks a little bit better there, but the sun, I was able to grab a nice little picture of it, and it came out really good. Again, as long as you keep it on one time, they may have to do some adjustments in the application to make this a little bit better. I did notice that the tracking kind of got away from me every time I would switch the one time, two times, or four times. So hopefully they will fix that. But other than that, I thought the moon looked really good. It was really clear, and it has a lot to do with this new sensor that they have, the IMX 662. There's the picture. You can see for yourself, it took a really nice picture. Here we're going to do some night astrophotography. S30 right now, we're working on the Andromeda Galaxy. This is how I have it mounted. I have a tripod leveler, and I have it on a Star Adventure GTI so I can get it up high because I got to get over that fence. And it's pointing up there in the sky at Andromeda. Image is coming out great. I'm doing 20-second exposures. I'll show you when it's all done. So I ended up having clear enough nights. Not really clear. I mean, I was going to test this thing. It was really cloudy. I was going to try to pick several targets, but I ended up doing the Andromeda M31. On this one, I concentrated a little bit. It's one of my favorite targets of the night sky as far as galaxies are concerned. It is a longer process, but one thing I did notice, the SeeStar S30 is a little quicker than the SeeStar S50 in these mosaic modes. And you don't have to widen it way too much because you already have that wider field of view. So that made it super easy. I got this done in about an hour or less. Here, the image here you're looking at is the one that came out. It has a little bit of noise in it, and I did use the AI noise remover, and it did a really good job. Took that photo and took it over to Lightroom, and here's the image I came out with. This came out so beautiful. Look at that Andromeda. And I was also able to get the Orion. Here's Orion straight out of the SeeStar. It does have a little noise. We're going to go ahead and use the AI noise reduction. And then here I'm going to have one that I also sent over to Lightroom, and I messed around with it myself. Beautiful image. This thing is awesome. So, my honest opinion here on the SeeStar S30, it's freaking awesome. I'm digging the new features. I am very familiar with the SeeStar S50. I actually pre-ordered it when it came out last April, a year ago, and actually got it on like October something, right? Actually the day that they had that eclipse, the solar eclipse. That was kind of funny because I streamed the solar eclipse and it came like 2 hours later. They dropped it off. That was kind of a bummer, but I did put up videos using it. So I've had all that time to use the SeeStar S50. I love it. I would say a little bit more than an amateur astrophotographer. I do planetary. I do all kinds of stuff. So there's times I do. I'm a full-time worker. I do work like a lot of us do. So there's sometimes I get home and I want to enjoy my passion. I just don't have the time. It takes a lot to set up a rig. I only do it on the weekends. So it's really easy to grab a SeeStar S50 or now the SeeStar S30 and set up, and you're viewing the night sky in minutes. So I do dig the new features on the SeeStar S30. It's smaller, it's lightweight, and it's cheaper. So if you guys don't have a smart telescope yet, I highly recommend checking out the S50 or the S30. I think they're both great. I am not going to compare them apples to apples because in my personal opinion they're totally different in a way that they're meant for different things. One is it came out, had a lot of power, has a lot of focal length, and now we asked for more focal length or wider field, and they gave it to us. So to try to compare them, that's not what it was intended for. Plus now on the SeeStar S30, you have the dual camera where you'll really get wide field. I think that is a nice addition to the SeeStar S30. I wish the SeeStar S50 had it. You see a lot of people trying to attach little red dots on their S50s to try to find targets easy when they're doing the scenery mode. So now they actually have it. The fact that you're going to be able to use time lapse, I got some cool ideas for that. I'll probably do some cloud time lapses. I love doing that and see what kind of results I get. But if you're not following me here on YouTube, you like this kind of content, astrophotography, some planetary imaging and stuff like that, I do it all. I do this on other platforms, but I'm starting to get a little bit more active here on YouTube. So again, Front Yard Astro, give me a like, give me a share, give me a follow, and I'll bring you guys more content. If you guys want to know anything more about the SeeStar S30 as I use it more and more, go ahead and leave a comment. I will reply. I'm very active, and I will bring you some more videos. With that being said, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys later. Take care.